Hello everyone, welcome back to Atrix Empires. Now today, I'm here after a wonderful chat with Mr. Glitch Gamer. He's doing well, we were just hanging out last night. We talked about everything. It was loads of fun. We did some planning, we did some scheming. I told him then what scheming meant, and then, yeah, now he knows what it is. So, I'm in Miniville, because that's where it's going to start today. I'm not going to be building, this is just an update video on everything that's going to be changing for the server. Because it's being hit at the current moment with updates. Well, it's a freaking child, so I mean, it's always going to get hit with freaking updates. Always. So, one of the updates that's going to happen is concerning Bed Wars. Let me get the steak out of my face. So, Glitch Gamer wants to move all the Bed Wars into its own area above Void. And the reason he wants to do that is because then he thinks that it might be more immersive. And then I had to tell him what immersive means. It's quite funny, actually. I do actually understand, you know, what he would mean by that, right? And it's a fair point, wanting to move all these into their own sort of area. The castle map is not the best. It's not as good as the original one, because I know the original one had a big tower right in the middle. But I don't know if I want a big tower in the middle, you know? It's simple enough. Probably better, to be honest. So that was one of the things he wanted to talk about. And then another thing that I actually brought up to him was that I don't want to be a human skin anymore, right? And I brought it up to you in the Miniville episode. He watched some of it and then he had to go and do his own thing, so he kind of just stopped. He's a busy guy, so yeah. So I mentioned to him that I don't want to be a human skin. I'm going to be appropriately dressed, meaning that I'm not going to walk down the streets of, you know, Crystal Skies dressed like this, because this is medieval. I can't be medieval in a modern city. So that means I have to throw this guy into a suit. Now, the only thing that we have with skins, the rules that we have with skins, is that you have to be some sort of creature, and you have to have a face that you can look at. Like right now, you have a face that you can see. You know, you got your two eyes, and you got the place where the mouth would probably be. You know, underneath that fur on the mouth. And then you got ears. Right? Glitch Gamer is thinking about having half human, half glitched. And that's, you'd think that's a problem, but he is half human. So that's like half the points. And the only thing is that he can't just come in like half human and the other half is just lime green. It has to fit in with the city, at least to a certain degree. Don't worry, the SCG will come to you if you're doing it wrong. And hopefully then you won't throw a big protest, because that would be really bad. Really immersive, really cool, but really bad the other time. So yeah, that's the thing that we're going to change. And I'm going to have a medieval version of my fox, and a modern version of my fox, and probably a mafia version of my fox. Oh yeah. Next is cities. I'm going to go to world support. Actually, I don't need to. I'm going to go to world support for this, right? So, let's talk about Lawmanton Town for a moment. Let's talk about it. Alright, so it's a lovely town. Alright, here's where it is. So basically, what has happened, first of all, Cell Plaza is gone. There is an update video that's going to be released about that at some point. By the way, I love the detail in this. My goodness, it's beautiful. So what's going to be happening is all of this that you see right here will cut off at approximately that fountain right there. And it will be called Lawmanton State. That's right, Lawmanton State. It's now a state. And yeah, then we come to our next problem, which is Riverside Valley. Sounds nice, but is not very great, especially when you have this big boy next to it, making this look very bleh. So what's going to be happening is we're going to move it all the way over here. We're going to move it onto its own island. It's going to be changed completely with different architecture. It's going to be more parks. It's going to have a big, glorious blue palace. And I'm pretty much fine with this as well. Pretty much. I do like the idea. And there are the railways. Look at those railways. They look so nice. And HFMI will also be going onto that island as well. And it'll be a lovely place for mafias. What was the last thing I needed to... Oh, yeah, that was basically it. So, I just wanted to update you all on that. Oh, and Vision City will be separated into parts. Because I don't like it. It's way too OP. I don't know how Terracotta Town will actually just be going wherever it goes. Because it's not that big of a deal. And, you know, yeah, sure you can get food really easily from there. But you can get food really easily from there as well. Considering there's a spawner. Apparently the spawners work. It's just that the lighting has to be correct. Like, I had a feeling that the lighting had to be correct. I tried it out once, and it didn't work, and then I gave up. But as you can see, if I get this really, really dark, I need a dark place. But yeah, this place is a bit too light for anything to happen. So yeah, I just really wanted to update you on all of that. Oh yeah, there was actually one really important thing. So I mentioned to Glitch yesterday, right, that I want to reset my bank account, right, because it just feels like when we get to this point of that city being over there, that city being ginormous, that being ginormous, that airport being removed, it's not there anymore. There's no video. It was cancelled like 4 times. It's quite hilarious. That not being there, that not being there. There's gonna be canyons over there along with the desert. There's gonna be houses over some places. You know, it's gonna be completely different from what it looks right now. Oh, and Crystal Skies will be over there as well. And Glitchenberg. But Glitchenberg is survival, so I don't know how long that's gonna take. So I was like, yeah, should we reset our bank accounts? Right? He said, you know what? We should. But then he didn't stop there with speaking. He said, you know what, Fox? You know what we should do, right? It's completely reset. Now, when he says completely, he means we say goodbye to our stuff. Bye bye. We don't buy it back. We can buy back our towns, but we have to buy them back full price. There's no half price about it. We have to buy it full price. And we have to go through the whole storyline, which is another thing that I have to make sure to get in before we start. Could you imagine we start the survival and then... Well, I'm supposing there will be like a week where we do just checks. Like a whole entire week where we go around the city very slowly and we just check everything. For every little detail, every little nook and cranny. Just to make sure everything is up to code. And then Glitch will also be doing up these trees, I do believe, because he doesn't want them to be basic. Even though they look alright, and that's a lot of trees. So, I don't know. Also, my god, I love how that looks. Look at it! It looks so gorgeous, doesn't it? My god, I love that. I wonder what that next one's gonna look like. I think that one's gonna look pretty similar, if I'm to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, oh, and also, his mansion is gone, Sal Plaza is gone. The museum, I think, is staying where it is. He also wants to make an art gallery. There's so many things going to be made. Guys, if you're not subscribed, and if you've watched this far, please subscribe, because this series, the construction series is not very hype yet. That's, you know, it's nice. It does what it needs to do. I do it pretty well. I sound enthusiastic. I run through plans and all that. If you're not too hyped about that, that's fine, right? I'll make another video on when the Shelby County survival begins, and then Thank you, Edsa. Thank you. And it should be really, really fun. You know, it won't be like cringy fun where we hold back on each other. No, I'm expecting violence and drama. And in many Minecraft servers and roleplays, you don't expect violence and dramas with control. Because you see, we have this rule, right, that you're perfectly allowed to blow up any building that you want. It's just the only thing that you have to do is try to make the explosion logical. So that it's not like just missing half of its wall and then it should just fall. Wow, that was a rhyme and a half. And that you can't, like, if I have a mafia base, right, when I have a mafia base, and Glitch comes into it and he sets up like some TNT when I enter the building, or the base or whatever, basically we can't have my base become a crater, so what he wants to do is just blow it up a little bit. Not too much. Try not to kill me, because as you see in this game, if you die, it ruins the immersion just a tiny bit. It doesn't ruin it too much, but it ruins it just a tiny bit, you know. And also, death is actually hardcore. We'll get into that. Oh, by the way, did I mention there will be an entire Shelby County video just literally talking about everything that is going to happen in the series? Yeah, I'm expecting that video to be at least 40 minutes. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. If you all have any questions, don't forget to leave a like. Leave it down in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video. Atrax Empires become the Alpha.